Today we are in Genesis 1, and it is perfect to start in Genesis. Of course, Genesis means the beginning, but we start here because this is the foundation for everything else. When we come to know who Jesus is, when we come to know who God is, we first see him introduced to us as the Creator. So let's read a little bit today of Genesis 1. It says this: "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was over the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters." I know I've got to pause already here because it says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And that's exactly how John 1 starts, with those same three words, in the beginning. And when we see that he starts in the beginning, the reason that John begins his book that way there in the New Testament is because John is making the case, unlike Matthew, Mark, and Luke, whose Gospels deal a little bit more with the Jewish culture. John is making the case that Jesus is God. So God starts off in Genesis 1, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And John 1:1 starts off, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and he was with God. He was in the beginning with God. And if you keep reading in John 1 down through verse 14, it tells us that Jesus is the creator of everything, that everything that has ever been made was made by him. We see that also in Colossians 1, by the way, 15 through 20. What's the point of that? Why is this so significant in the scripture? It is because if God is the creator, then he is the standard for all truth. If we're going to believe the rest of the Bible, we have to start by believing that God is creator. Everything falls apart if we deny the fact that God is the creator. Everything else has no value. If God is not the creator, if he's not the one who built this universe and built this world and created you and me, then how can we trust him to be the standard of all things? Furthermore, in the New Testament, in John chapter 1, if Jesus isn't the creator, if he's not likened unto God, then how can there really be salvation in him? If he's not the creator of all things, how can he save? How can we trust him for salvation?